Good day everyone, my name is Agwa Odesheson from GIS. On today's lecture, we'll be discussing on how to georeference in ArcGIS. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to generate an imagery from Google Earth. Before we generate the imagery from Google Earth, we're going to use a place map to identify the particular point or spots we're going to use for our georeferencing. The reason why I'm using this opportunity to explain or to discuss about this georeferencing is because many people have been using different ways of georeferencing, but I detected that another best way for you to georeference without you creating a grid line or any triangle using any shape in ArcGIS. What I'm going to teach you now is very simple techniques which I use to georeference. Moreover, most especially if I'm generating my imagery from Google Earth. The first thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to launch my Google Earth. Okay. Then what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to go to any location. You might also wish to go to any location in your area, but for this lecture, I'm going to my hometown. My hometown name is Georeference in Ogun State. Georeference is a town in the Ikano local government. And is a town of this incumbent Ogun State governor. Yes, as you can see now, you are seeing the Google imagery of Georeference. As you can see, like now this is Ogere, this is Lisha, this is Shagam, but our main focus now is going to be Georeference. You might also wish to go to your hometown because I'm proud of my town. That's the reason I'm using my town as an example for this tutorial. Now, the first thing we're going to do is that, if you remember the last time when I taught you people on how to, the easier way to digitize on Google Earth and import it to AutoCAD software. That was the one technique I taught you people, is where I said you are going to create a new folder. Now, the same techniques that we're still going to use it here. But if you haven't watched that tutorial, I will advise you, because almost all these tutorials I've been making, I didn't just make it anyhow, because I tried to sit down and think about the best way, and is to find a solution to many problems. Because I use GIS CAD software as my daily activity. That's the reason why, because I won't just say anything. I won't just go or do anything and copy and paste, or no. But I always try to give my own unique value. Then what we're not going to do is that just right click on your on the taskbar of your Google Earth. Then if you right click now, it's going to show an option whereby you see Add. Then from that, the Add, click on that to bring another drop down. Click on the folder. Then you can just name it on anything you want to name. Let me just name it Geo, because I'm going to. Then another thing we're not going to do now is that we are going to create a point. Creating a point is just like making a reference, getting a coordinate from Google Earth. That's the purpose of this creating of this point. Then once we're going to do, we're just going to, because this is the town of Georeference. This is the town, but we are going to go out of the boundary, I mean out of the developed area of the town. Then we should go to the vegetation area. Then I'm going to put my place mark here. Then I can name it based on anything I like. I can name it A, or I say point A. Then if I see point A, and then it is easier for me. It doesn't even matter. Is that you change the icon of your place mark. It doesn't have any effect when we are going to import this into when we are going to georeference it in ArcGIS. But you can wish to leave it this way, or you can wish to go for another way. But for this tutorial, I'm going to leave it this way. Then I'm going to save. Now I've already saved. Then I will do that and make it into 4 places. Yes, you can see now. But I just want you to make an observation. Initially, before I started making these points, I created a folder which I named Geo. Then if you observe all the points that I've been creating, like point A, point B, point C, and point D, they are all saved under the geo folder, which means that this is the folder, and these are all the features that I created inside the folder. Then what am I going to do now is, the first thing you're going to do is you right click on this and save this. Is that our advise you to save it as save as. Click on save as. Once you click on it, right click and save as. Once you click on save as, then whether you leave it as KML or KMZ. But one thing is that always look for a better destination for you to save this folder, because I'm going to save this folder on my desktop. That's the reason you are seeing the desktop here now. Then I'm going to save it inside the desktop environment. Then I have already saved it. Then that's the stage 1. And the second stage now is to save this imagery. In a situation maybe you don't have enough data, you might wish to use Snap. There's something they use Snap because it is all Microsoft software that has Snap. Then once you click on snapping tool, a snapping tool will come out. Then it will be able to just click on new, and it will being affected white. Then what we are going to do now is that you can crop like this. You see if I do this way, you see the filter that is now making the array aspect of what I'm going to use. Then I might wish to leave it this way, or you might wish to go to an extend or be this way. I'm telling you this way now because you might not be like now. Most of you, if you are a student, then like now, if you are not able to use network, or you want to use something, you are able to use network, because saving this image may consume some of your data. But to be on a server side, sometimes maybe you have already loaded your Google Earth and you are finding how to, the network is it's frustrating and it's not able to download. Then how will I advise you to use the snap tools? But if you have a powerful network in your area, you don't need that one. But you see now, once you click, it's going to save automatically. You see now, this is the area that I snapped. Then as you can see now, then what we are not going to do now is very simple. Just go to your file, under your file, save as, click on save. Once you click on save as, is that you can save it as is that PNG or JPEG, because some of these packages are understood by ArcGIS. Then you can name it, or you can name it anything you wish. You might name it, let me say you name it Iperu. Let me use the name to name it Iperu imagery. Yes. Then search, the thing is still saved on my desktop. I'll save it, and I've already saved it. But in a situation whereby you have data, then you don't need to use the snap tools. Just go to the save image. Then when save on the save image, just to bring out this, once you click on it, just go to the map option. Off all the elements that you don't need. Off it. Then if you need some, you can leave it, because I don't need the description, I don't need the legend. Then I left the scale and the compass. Then now for me now I can just say, you might wish to go for the higher resolution, which is the maximum, or you might prefer to stay with the current resolution. But for this sake of this tutorial, then let me go for the let me try and go for the maximum resolution. Then I'm going to save this. Let me check Iperu imagery 2 high. Let me name it high, because it's a higher resolution, and it's downloading. You see, it's going, still downloading, still at 65% now, 80%, 85%, 95%, 100%. Yes, it has completed downloading the imagery. Then you can see it here. You can see it here. You can see this here. But what we are not going to do now, because we are going to be georeferencing, because once we are georeferencing, it will be creating an extra features. Because like now, let me say if you have only 3 features inside a folder, by the time you are georeferencing, it will going to create an added features, which when it is going to put the command. Let me say the command that you used for the georeferencing. Then what we're not going to do now, I advise you might wish to create a folder. Let me name it then there's the folder. Then I will now put my KML file. I'll put it inside. Then I will now put my, you can either choose one of these two images, but I'll go for this high resolution. Then once I do that now, then what I'm going to do now is to launch my hack map. But understand one thing, like I said earlier on, I've said the first step for you to do if you want to georeference, now this method I'm using, is the first thing to use is to launch your Google Earth. Once you launch your Google Earth, create a place map for the points that you are going to use for georeferencing. Just once you do that one, save it as save the folder as a KML or KMZ. Once you now do that one now, then make sure that you save the boundary, the imagery that where you want to georeference. Once you do that now, then the next step is now launching your ArcGIS map. Then I'm launching my ArcGIS map now. It's launching. Sorry, it has finished launching, as you can see now. Then what I'm going to do now is to this is the environment hack map. But understand something. No matter how you change your, let me go back to the Google Earth environment. Let me say on your tool, you go to your tools, and select on the option. No matter how you change your show the latitude and longitude, once you save any file from Google Earth, no matter how it is, and you are taking it to ArcMap, it should also come with GCS, which is Geodetic Coordinate System. No matter how is it, you know what we're having here now, it is Universal Transformer Cutter. Which we as we're saying here, the thing should be in Universal Transformers. No, it's not going to be that way. Then it is not going to be in decimal, meaning in degree, decimal, or minute. Only what is going to bring out is this decimal degrees. Then we are going to see what I'm trying to say now. Then let me just say we are going to launch in this the geo file that we created in the Google Earth. Therefore, you know how to do that now. Go and select your Arc tool. Click on your Arc tool. Sorry, it's loading. Because this is the first launching. Then as you can see now, go to your conversion tool. Once you click on your conversion tool under the Arc tool, then Arc toolbox, then look for from KML. You see, from KML. Click on the plus sign. Then to bring out a drop down, click on the KML to the layer. Then as you see, it's going to bring out a dialog for you. Then this dialog is telling you to locate any KML file that you have or you have created. Then like we have already created a KML file which is we name it geo. Then we're going to look for the destination now. Then I've already I save it on my desktop. Then let me look for it. See now, you see I couldn't find it. Let me go back. Okay, sorry, I've forgotten that I've already saved it inside. I've already moved it into the a folder called geo. Then under the geo, let me look for the geo folder. Yes, this is the geo folder. Then you can see now, you can see geo. Then click on it and press open. Once you press open, what you're not going to do is that we don't need any other thing here. Just press OK. Then once you press OK, and the thing is going to process. Once it's processed, it's going to show the placement that we did on our Google Earth. You can see now point A, point B, point D, and point C. Then this is the first thing you are going to do because we don't need to be saving. Maybe doing this way like my point A. Where's my point A? Sorry, where's my point A? Then I need to copy the longitude and latitude. Oh, no, we don't need it. We don't need it. Or whether you're going to do something or no, you don't need it. What you are going to do is that ensure that you create a folder and you save all those points inside the Google Earth and put it under this folder that you created. Once you now do that one, it's very so simple for you. Then just import it to the ArcMap. Then it's automatically going to create the point by itself. Then there's this fourth step now. Then after this one now, then what we're not going to do is now that we're going to load the Google image that we created. Then for you now to do that one is that there's a tool here they call hard data. Under the hard data, click on it. Once you click on it, then just look for the location that you save the thing. If you couldn't know how to maneuver, just click on this. On this, go to home folder. Once you click on the go to home folder, once you click on it, then click on up one level. Then once you click on up level, one level, then you can see the folder connection. Once you click on the folder connection, you can see I've already connected my desktop to my HDRIs up there. Then I can just click on it and look for the, see, this is the geo folder. Then once I do that one now, then go into the geo folder, then select on the image that we created and load it inside. Then, for example, now the image now doesn't have any special reference. But forget about the special reference we're going to use. No, we're not going to define any special reference for image because we have already loaded in an automatic special reference from Google Earth. Then press OK. Once you press OK, then you might need to right click on the image. I mean the names of this image, so that you select on zoom to the layer. You see, you can see zoom to the layer now. Then the 6 steps now we're going to do now is to this is georeference tool. If you don't see this georeference tool, I will advise you to go to the customize. Once you click on the customize on the tool on your toolbars, then look for georeference G. You see georeference, because I have already brought my own outside. That's the reason why you can see this thing click. But if you don't have yours, just do the way I did. Then you can now bring out your georeference tool. Then once you now do that one, then you bring it out, then you can now be seeing it this way. Then what you are not going to do is that you see add control point. Add control point. Then with the control point we are going to do now, you don't need to be stretching yourself too much. Click on your control point, zoom in to your imagery. You can see this is the point. You see, pick it. Then once you pick it back, then you should show that one. If you look closer, you see one. Then what we're not going to do is that you won't be able to be maneuver pushing up the this image sometime. Then what you are best to just click on the point. Click on the point on the toolbar of the ArcGIS and click on zoom to the layer. Once you zoom to the layer, take it to the point. Just put it here. You see, take it to the point feature that we imported from Google Earth. Then once you do that one now, just just click on it. Then go back to the imagery again, zoom to layer, then look for this the another point which I'm going for this day. Then click on the point, zoom to the layer, then look for the point. Yes, then I will do the same thing to the remaining two points. Then how will I go for the zoom out to the point of the point C. This is point C, and then I'll now select the feature we are using to georeference, which is point C. You see, then the same thing now. I will zoom to the layer, then go to the point B. Then the first thing you're going to do is the point B of the image and the point B of the features. Then once you do that one, then you can now zoom to the layer now. You see, very so simple. However, like I said earlier on, that no matter what you are trying to import to Google and from Google to ArcMap, it's always been in decimal degree. Just check here. Check below here. You see, decimal degree. But if you are still confusing, just go to the view, then click on the data frame property. Or you can just do this way. Click on this point, right click on it, select the property. Once you select the property, then go to the source. You see the geographical coordinate system. You see 1984, the datum. You see, and then the primary meridian. You see, this is the easier way to georeference and the fastest way to georeference. Then if I now need anything to do now, if I want to digitize, then it will be easier for me to do. But we are not yet done yet. But what I'm going to do now is that you need to come to your to Georeference. You can see your Georeference tool. Click on it and click on Update Georeference. You see, You see, before we georeference, the image has a different color. But since we updated the thing now, and the thing now changed. You see, then if you now want to digitize, it will be easier for you to digitize. This is the easier way for you to georeference and digitize. You don't need to be copying or doing any other thing, or you need to stretch yourself too much, because how many kind of person? I always look for shortcut, but I think this is the best way and the fastest way for you to georeference and other thing. You might be thinking that it's taking time. No, forget it. By the time you master it now, within 5 minutes you are already done with the georeference. Then you now say, wow, that's one of the things they use to evaluate people that are very good in any software, the fastness. If you are not fast, you say you're good in the software, you are not fast. It doesn't, but from these now you can compete with some other of your colleagues. I think so. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I still remember my name. My name is Opel Dushesson from GeoReference. See you next time. Bye for now.